his hand. Before he made the deal, he had it planned. The chains of Gleipnir held what brute strength could not. But the binding needed trust, and trust was all he got. He knelt and placed his wrists between the jaws, not because the law demanded it, because the world required a cost that only he could pay. Tyr was the law. The law said, "Give today." The wolf bit down, the chains held fast. The sacrifice was made to make it last. He did not scream, he simply closed his eyes. The one-armed God, the price of peace, no lies. Sacrifice. The hand into the maw. TYR'S sacrifice. The highest form of law. He gave his sword hand so the world could breathe. TYR'S sacrifice. Beneath the world's relief. TYR'S sacrifice. Not strength but will. TYR'S sacrifice. The God who carries still. The synthesizer holds the weight of what he gave. TYR'S sacrifice. The brave beyond the brave. The court negotiate with lawyers in the room. They trade in liability and legal doom. But Tyr negotiated with the living chain and sealed the deal in bone and permanent pain. There are no contracts where the body pays, no clause that covers the remaining days of a god with one less hand and twice the soul. TYR'S sacrifice is what made Midgard whole. The wolf bit down, the chains held fast. The sacrifice was made to make it last. He did not scream, he simply closed his eyes. A one-armed god, the price of peace, no lies. TYR'S sacrifice. The hand into the maw. TYR'S sacrifice. The highest form of law. He gave his sword hand so the world could breathe. TYR'S sacrifice. Beneath the world's relief. TYR'S sacrifice. Not strength but will. TYR'S sacrifice. The God who carries still. The synthesizer holds the weight of what he gave. TYR'S sacrifice. The brave beyond the brave. He was the God of justice. He was the God of single combat. He reached into the darkness willingly, not because he was unafraid, but because justice cost something, and he was willing to pay. That is the difference between a warrior and a god.
Tyr, the price is paid.
The world held safe by what he gave. Now in the neon city where the corp holds sway, where data is the currency of every day, someone somewhere makes the quiet choice to give up something precious, just their voice. Or time, or safety, or the certain path to hold the chain and take the aftermath of standing between chaos and the light. They are the Tyr of every modern night.